I'm a little embarrassed that it's taken us this long in the conversation to talk about the pandemic, and maybe that's because, in part, we've done a lot of talking about it, a lot of thinking about it over the last few months. Obviously, our hearts go out to the folks that have been most directly affected by it, folks that have lost a loved one or have, had their own health affected by the coronavirus. But I think, we are also concerned about the lingering economic impacts of COVID-19, of the pandemic. I wonder if you can just speak to that, Helena, and specifically, can you talk about what steps you would take to bolster the economy?
Yeah, this is a really, really tough issue. And obviously not just Missouri is going to be dealing with this for a long time. Number one, I think we need leadership who is going to bring people together. Right now, COVID-19, the shutting down, the reopening, the policies, wearing masks, not wearing masks, all of this has already been politically weaponized. And it is dividing us instead of having us come together to find solutions that are good for everybody. I also think that there is an opportunity here to sort of hit the reset button on some of our systemic issues. Things are breaking down, right? And I don't think it's a mistake or a coincidence that the social unrest, the desire for Black people to feel equal and to be treated equally is coming at the same time when we're all feeling a lot of economic stress. There are the stressors on us emotionally from either being on the front lines and working in the public where you can catch COVID and bring it home to your family, or because you've lost work or lost a job. So I think number one is unity. We need to have a common purpose, and I think we have to take this as an opportunity. Now, everything costs money. Where is Missouri going to get money? The current idea of making government as small as possible really has ended up being a movement to defund Missouri government. We have lowered taxes for corporations. We have not incentivized enough businesses to come here. We have not invested in our infrastructure. A big mistake was the gas tax. The gas tax would have passed if it had been a clean tax and it couldn't have gotten muddied up with, oh, where's the money going to go? Because Missourians are tired of their money going different places than they've been told it's going to go, and rightfully so. So, I talked to Republicans at the doors who told me, I think the tax should be 11 cents or whatever it is. And, they want a gas tax. The Republican side. I personally think sales taxes at the pump and at the cash register really hurt poor people more than they have an impact on the more well-off folks in the state. But we do have to raise revenue. There are some other options, I think. The Hancock laws, the Hancock lid has been very extremely interpreted. And a lot of people say that there is a good opportunity if we take a more moderate view of that law and interpret it a little bit more moderately, that we can have more revenue to spend. That has not been the priority of the Republicans, and has not been the priority of my opponent. They have not wanted to increase school budgets. They have not wanted to increase spending. They've cut spending on transportation. When they fully funded, they also cut transportation, and then the districts had to make up for it somehow. We need to change the mindset. Let's not have a culture of poverty. Let's not have a mindset of, we can never pay for it, we'll never do it. If you start a business, you have to invest. You have to raise that money. You have to invest the money wisely. You have to reinvest, or you fall behind. And we have decided to run our state the opposite of the way a business is run. We've decided to basically try to eliminate the cash flow. And we have to, number one, change our mindset. Number two, interpret the current laws and constitution in a way that's going to help us. And we need to tackle these problems face on. And we have to do it together.